Okay, we are live and direct. Good morning, everybody watching from all over the world. Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me loud and clear as well. Give us a shout, and we will be good to go. Good morning, LinkedIn. Good morning, YouTube. I believe Twitter as well. Yeah. Good morning. Good to be live on LinkedIn, live and direct. Okay, fantastic. Okay, right. So this is going to be an interesting conversation series, and I am super excited to be doing this. It's been a long time coming, and this has been in the works for a while. Um, as the name of the series kind of suggests, I've been mulling over a way to connect, with people who are my friends on social media, looking for a way to kind of have conversations. Many people send me messages, a lot of people reach out, but yeah, busy days, busy weeks, busy nights. We don't get to have this conversation. So I thought, I'll just try and come live for a very short period of time. And we see how it goes. As the name suggests, we evolve and we adapt. So thank you for joining me live this morning. And if you're going to catch this later, feel free, drop a comment, drop a note, share your thoughts on whatever it is, the topic we're talking about. But I'm kicking this off today with something that's really, really important to me, something that's super, super, close to my heart. And it is about mentoring. Yeah, I'm really, really big on mentoring. In fact, I tell people my personal career and in business as well is all about mentoring. I'm a product of mentorship. Yeah. And I also provide coaching and mentoring for so many individuals on a personal, professional, and on the business level. So I want to make sure that people understand the power, and they can access and leverage the impact and the power available via mentoring. So this morning's conversation, as you grab your drink or grab your coffee or you are commuting, the conversation this morning is about how to find a mentor. So I'm talking about finding a mentor. Okay? Finding a mentor is what I'm talking about today. I'll bring up my slides and we shall kick off. Okay, finding a mentor. When I get messages from people about, oh, Victor, are you able to mentor me? Or people come through maybe one of the coaching programs that I run, or maybe I work with individuals who need coaching or mentoring and whatnot. One thing I have noticed as a trend is a lot of people do not really understand or have a clear idea of how to find a mentor. Yeah, many people don't know how can they find a mentor to whether help them in their personal careers or in their businesses or whatever. Yeah, we all need mentor. We all need coaching at some point. If you want to grow, if you want to be better, you need to have a mentor or someone who can show you the ropes. A mentor is someone who has been on the same journey of growth that you are about to embark on or that you're on. And the idea of mentoring is to, work with that person or get that person to guide you so that you don't necessarily have to repeat the mistakes that they've made, or fall into the traps. You could save yourself a lot of milestones. You save yourself a lot of, sorry, not milestones, a lot of pain, a lot of stress by having access to a mentor or a coach, someone to guide and direct you. So today I'm kicking off a series talking about finding a mentor. Yeah, that's the focus of today's conversation. So speaking along these lines of finding a mentor, the first thing I want to touch on is, or I've noticed, is that so many people who are looking for coaching and mentoring, number one, are not very clear on what it is they need. Yeah, what they need, not what they want. Finding or getting mentoring or getting coaching, I don't think is something you do just because you think or just because you believe that's what everybody is doing. So you also want to get a mentor, want to get a coach. You need to understand why. Ask yourself why, and write it down. Yeah, write it down. Be very clear on what exactly do I need. From this. If I have a mentoring relationship with someone or a coaching relationship with someone, be it professional, be it personal, be it career based, or whatever the objective is, whatever the idea is, why do I need this person? What exactly am I hoping to achieve? With this conversation, with this relationship, with this engagement. The thing to bear in mind when you're thinking about your why, when you're thinking about why do you need a mentor, why do you want a mentor, is also consider your personal characteristics. Who are you? Yeah. Um, what sort of temperament do you have? It's very important because sometimes it's not everything that a mentor, a coach will say to you that will land really well with you. You need to, for example, if you can't take constructive criticism, then you probably need to think about that as part of finding a mentor. Yeah. So who am I? What personality do I have? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are the things that I really hope that I can leverage on, and what things can actually pull me back once we kick off this relationship, once we start this mentoring or coaching engagement. Okay, so think about your needs, and also as you're thinking about your needs, you're writing and defining what you need from that relationship. It's also important that you consider your personal attributes and traits. Yeah, and this also includes things like your schedule, your lifestyle, your work lifestyle, your family, many things that you potentially might not even think would affect or impact, the relationship or the engagement with this mentor. It's important that you think about those things. Okay. It's also important as as part of finding a mentor, that once you've defined, or you've understood what it is you're looking for, and the other thing to mention is once you've understood that, be very, very clear, yeah, and be sure that once you start a relationship, be open-minded, so that those things can also, change. You can tweak them, you can move them around, but at least it's good to have a clear objective at the beginning of finding a mentor. Yeah. Many people kind of just send blank messages to people and say, I want you to mentor me, I want you to be my coach, I want you to support my career or whatnot. But why? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need me for? What do you want, from this mentor relationship? Okay. That's really, really, really super important. Yeah. The next thing I would mention then is, after you've clearly articulated what it is you want from a mentoring relationship, then also think about who you know. Yeah, who do you know? Um, Sometimes you'll be surprised that with the power of social media, there's so many people you know. I like the way LinkedIn, is sort of structured in the networking side of things, where you have first connections, second connections, and so on and so forth. So there are people immediately connected with you on social media, and there are people who are connected to the people that are connected to you. and the kind of the network kind of goes on and on in that way. So who do you know? Yeah, who is in your immediate circle? At work, you know, um, at home, in the family. Who do you know? Yeah, start with who you know. It's easier to open a conversation with somebody that is kind of connected with you than a random or like a total stranger on the internet or anywhere else. So if you know someone um, who has been on the journey, yeah, in your network, who has been on that journey of growth or doing what you like to do, or if you're already in that space where you are aspiring to get to, and they're within your immediate network, then it's a good idea to reach out to those people first and ask them. Okay, ask them, which leads to my next point. Ask them, and how do you do that? Pitch your request for mentoring, yeah, and make it engaging and interesting, yeah. And this is the core of my conversation this morning. A lot of people make the mistake of approaching requests for mentoring or for coaching support as as anything else. But this is really, really important because this potentially could transform your life, could transform your business, could transform your career in so many positive ways, could take you through any level, you know. Listen, the way I say it is mentors and coaches are people who give us a shoulder to lean on. Yeah, they potentially can give you wings to fly. So you don't take that opportunity for granted, and you don't treat it like any other thing, like casually. That's what I'm trying to say. So in fact, if you can draft a proposal or a request, draft your request in such a way that you talk about why you need that person to support you. Talk about your background. Talk about what you are able to do. Talk about what you bring to the table. Talk about why you think they're the best person, they're the ideal person to help support your career, and also share what you can do for them as well. Because it's not just about asking someone to coach or mentor you. It's also about what would you do for them. Yeah, if it's a professional relationship where you pay for coaching and mentoring, think beyond the money as well. Like, yes, you're paying for somebody to mentor or coach you, but also how do you support them? People feel much more connection when they can feel that the relationship is not just one way. As a mentee or as a coachee, that's a word. You also need to um, uh, uh, um, play your part. Yeah, play your part. Do something that the mentor or your coach would also find, engaging and interesting, or might even be a reason why they want to work with you. So, like I said, pitch your requests. Yeah, and I use the word pitch because a lot of people think when you pitch, you really have to pitch ideas or pitch business and whatnot. You can pitch a request for a connection. You can pitch a request for have a draft template for different types of requests you want to make. And there's so many online. If you go on Google, if you search, you find a lot of templates that will give you ideas on what to say and what not to say. So picture request and make it very interesting and very engaging. Okay, like I said, this is a very short and snappy conversation, and I'll be here um, next Tuesday to continue this conversation on mentoring. And if you have any interest, if there's something you'd like me to talk about, please feel free. Send me a message, a direct message, or put a comment on this post, and I will, myself and my team will do something about it, make sure that we bring it and talk about it live on the platform. Okay. Now, before we wrap up this morning, there is something I would like to also talk about. If you are following me or following Join Momentum on social media, we are kicking off a career tour this year um, across 4 cities in the UK. Yeah, I am super excited to be traveling up to Manchester uh, on the bank holiday Monday, 29th of August. So I'll be there live and direct in Manchester. So if you're in the Manchester area and you want to connect, feel free, drop in. The link to register for the event is in the banner, or you can basically just Google join momentum, yeah, on LinkedIn, and you'll be able to register for the event. Myself and these amazing people, my friends, we're going to be there. If you are interested in talking about career, you need advice, you need guidance, you want to work in tech, you struggle with recruitment, or you need help with your business, whether it's design or anything literally. The mission for Join Momentum is super exciting, and we're doing a lot of work supporting so many individuals who are making the move into tech, and their success stories that kind of just give me a lot of inspiration and encouragement to continue doing this work. And it's not just myself. I give all credit to the amazing team who are making things happen behind the scenes as well. All right. Yeah, thank you. I can see Sam just posted oh yeah, I can see the link in the chat, in the comments there. Please feel free on LinkedIn, follow that Eventbrite link, and you can register to attend this event. It's free, by the way, so there will be a lot of talks about ideas and tips. And if you're based in the UK, or you're basically looking for ideas and tips on how to take advantage of, relationships, or take advantage of platforms and communities, feel free, come along, let's have a chat, let's have a conversation. It promises to be a wonderful time in Manchester on the 29th of August, and I'm looking forward to that. All right. So this is a quick one, and this is a drill, and I'm super excited. Everything seems to have worked really well. So I was a bit nervous, like, oh, this is gonna work. Let's give it a go. We will evolve and adapt as we go. So thank you all so much for dialing in this morning, and I'll see you again sometime soon on Tuesday at 7 a.m. Lock it up and let's have a conversation. We're talking about mentoring, so I'm going to continue from where I stopped this morning on mentoring. All right, see you later. Bye for now. Bye for now.